to be able to take those calculated risks and find a solution to anything that comes your way, I think that's also what makes certain founders, do what they do.
Game now, foot on the gas, can slow down. No, my team, we holding it down. We know we running it now.
If I look at my life, all the big jumps that I have done that are like quantic jumps, they came first from a big problem that I had to solve and that was hiding an opportunity inside.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. I use this analogy of, the sweetest stuff comes from the pain,
Exactly.
Like even metaphorically, you can see sun-dried tomatoes, they taste so good because they spent a long time, getting beat up by the sun, Same with grapes, you have sun-dried grapes, they taste very sweet, but they go through a painful process.
Right.
Diamonds, the same, they go through immense pressure to do. So now I've learned, because I've been through it a number of times, that whenever I'm in deep shit, I know there's something better at the end of the tunnel.
Cool.
And
That helps a lot.
it means like whenever I'm in deep shit nowadays, I'm in this bubble where I feel good. I don't know, as bizarre as it sounds,
Same for me.
I feel good when I know everything is going against. The only thing I manage to do to cope with is small wins,
Yeah.
So if I look at the summit and I know it's impossible to reach, to get out of this shithole,
Yeah.
I focus on small wins.
Right.
And in a month's time, if I look back 1 month, I go, okay, I'm in a much better position now than a month ago.
Right.
You just keep going, fix one small thing at a time, focus on the small wins. Before you know it, you're stronger than ever.
True. So there's one side which is being grateful for what you have, and you need to be grateful because we are in a very specific position. I mean, we've achieved a lot of things, and we must be aware and grateful for that. And then the other side is you still want more. It's a complex position to have to be grateful to want more at the same time. And the wanting more also comes from dealing with problems. It's just addressing these issues, and while addressing these issues, growing at the same time. And when you find yourself sometimes in very difficult situation, in very complex situation, where the only thing you want to do is just let it down, or even have some crazy ideas, you need to know that these are the best transformational moments.
Correct. Absolutely. Yeah.
So, what happened to EAG?
Well, they I guess they felt complacent. They didn't change their formula quick enough. By 2017, I believe, 2016 or 17, AIG was buried 6 feet underground.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, why would you pay $4,000 to go to one show in Q4 when there's another show in a hot jurisdiction that was Malta, giving you a red carpet treatment? It's, everyone loves to be pampered, and we were doing this with those guys.
So then also SiGMA became a symbol of the gaming industry in Malta. I mean, we could say that Malta made SiGMA, or SiGMA made Malta. It's the chicken in the egg.
The most beautiful investment the MGA could have taken back then. They supported us, and for that, we are eternally grateful to the government. They supported us by taking a stand. But they took a stand knowing only that I was a good events guy. And they said, let's run with it. Let's trust him. Let's be the first one to take a stand. With the stand of MGA, I could go to everyone else and say, listen, if the MGA are taking it, maybe you should consider it as well.
Right.
So that's being able to go to all the gaming companies and say that gave us tremendous support. And to that, I'm eternally grateful. And now I feel that by keeping SiGMA Malta, we are somehow returning back the favor
Right.
to the country. Yeah.
Right, because now, and that's what we've seen during the past two SiGMAs where you change the venue. Okay, you change the venue and the new venue can take SiGMA, but the problem is that the island cannot take SiGMA.
Yeah.
The infrastructure of the island are limiting SiGMA. We had, I think, 27,000 delegates during last SiGMA. During even previous SiGMA, it was what, 25,000 delegates, something like that. And already, I mean, finding a hotel room, booking just a table at a restaurant, getting a cab is becoming completely impossible.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's as much as a place can do, and you decided to move the show to Rome. All right, so I think it was Milan first.
Yeah, we can get to that as well.
Rome now. Let's talk about that. But you decided to keep what was the Balkan and CIS show and merge it with the MedTech show and call it MedTech Europe and bring it to Malta, right?
Yeah.
In Malta.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes, so look, eternally grateful, as I said, to Malta, and I will always be in debt. For me, it's not what I can gain from the country. It's honestly what I can give back.
Yeah.
I feel like I still owe it to Malta. I am who I am today because Malta created an iGaming ecosystem where I could flourish, you know? So if it wasn't for Malta, I would have never understood the gaming industry. I probably would be teaching physical education in some secondary school, which is great, but this is way more fulfilling for me. So yes, the plan is to keep a show in Malta. Our November show, we moved it to Rome because the infrastructure cannot hold increased numbers of delegates.
Right.
So we have this agreement with the government. I'm going to keep it as is until Malta recognizes that we need a state-of-the-art expo center.
Okay.
I was ecstatic to see the Prime Minister a week after SiGMA doing a press conference just highlighting this point, saying Malta needs a state-of-the-art expo center and the government is going to give concessions for this to happen. So
would you be involved in that project?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should.
We would love to, because I believe we can also replicate the success of SiGMA every month. So imagine the Maltese economy doesn't even need to worry about influx of quality tourism because we'd be fixing it with this business plan. Yeah. So we have created enough awareness now by moving the show to Rome. There was a bit of panic on the island. Okay, why is it leaving? What's happening? What do we need to fix this? Finally, there's full awareness. In fact, I gave a podcast in Malta, in Maltese.
Yeah.
500,000 people saw it. It was in Maltese. Only interesting for the
Remind me how many people we are in Malta?
400,000.
How many?
400 Maltese people. 400,000.
And how many people?
500,000 saw it.
Okay.
So, and you should see the comment. Please stay here. Please make sure that we give this guy whatever he needs. We need more people like this. Let's avoid brain drain from the country. And immensely touching feedback. So I think now the message is out loud and clear. The country needs an expo center, and let's do it fast. Let's stop procrastinating over political correctness, and let's just go for it. And so once that is done, we'd be comfortable re-injecting the same size in Malta. But Malta's happening in September.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, completely.
So we had two shows. September in Budapest, November in Malta. The Budapest show is moving to Malta, and we're expecting 20,000 people there. The November show has moved to Rome, and we're expecting over 35,000 people in the Eternal City.
Okay. Sorry, how many people in Rome?
35,000 is the
35,000
target.
people.
We had 27 in Malta. In Malta, we're expecting 15 to 20,000 people.
Fantastic. Yeah, fantastic.
By doing this, a shitty show in Budapest can now expand in Malta, and the show that has reached its limit in Malta
Couldn't grow anymore.
can triple in Rome. Exactly.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you have also a show in Africa. You have a show in Asia. You have a show in Dubai. That you talk about in Brazil.
7 shows, yeah.
Yes. So which are
2 in Europe,
yeah,
Rome and Malta.
exactly.
MENA region, the Emirates, an extremely exciting region at the moment.
Yes, yes,
Cape Town, South Africa,
yes.
beautiful city. I strongly suggest those who've never been.
And Ali,
Forget about SiGMA, go anytime you want. And you guys are the main.
we are the main sponsor on this one.
Correct. Correct. And
We didn't want to miss that one.
thank you. Manila
Yeah.
is the Asia one. Sri Lanka, South Asia.
Wow.
We're launching this in December. There's 2 billion people in South Asia.
Okay.
Between India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and Pakistan, a quarter of the world population. They deserve to have their own conference for the region.
Fantastic.
And I always forget the last one, Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Very important.
The largest
one.
show in Latam is our show in April.
I think it's also one where we want to be a main sponsor next year, something like that. But it's a beautiful show, an amazing show. We got great value from that show.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so
Actually, something we wish to do in Brazil. There's these amazing Fokker tours, like the Fokker Stars Tour, the WPT. We feel we have the perfect platform to launch the SPT, the SiGMA Poker Tour.
fantastic.
So we're picking the hottest poker rooms in the world. And the same time when there's SiGMA, there's also 1,000 poker player battling it out during the conference.
Okay.
And this excites the likes of GG Poker, Poker Stars. They're very excited that we're doing this on the fringe.
So if we get back to the conversation, we're talking about EAG 2017. SiGMA is growing. SiGMA is eating its competitors, definitely. And then comes 2020 COVID. And
Yeah.
and that's a big challenge, and that's a big throwback, and that's a very interesting story to tell, because it's the story of, is this the end? Because you're a show where people are coming physically, and basically nobody can't travel anymore for I don't know how long, depending on the country, and you are about to ask yourself, am I gonna close this? But can you tell us about this?
Oh my God, yeah. Talk about the sweetest stuff comes from moments of pain, yeah? And this is the greatest silver lining in my life. Yeah, I remember getting married in December 2019, sitting on this beautiful porch. Alex, who's behind the camera, was also at my wedding. He's the brother of my wife.
Your brother-in-law?
Yeah, my brother-in-law. And I remember sitting, we were actually looking at an exit back then. So I remember this moment crystal clear, sitting on the porch. And I'm like, everything is just way too perfect. Something is gonna happen,
Or when you feel, it's the pressure that's coming from the calm right before the storm.
It's
in your bones,
I honestly, we got married on this beautiful beach in Phuket. So we had this beach to ourselves. And I had only 20 guests at my wedding, including Alex. And we're all sitting on this porch. I have a picture of it. I'll share it on social media when you publish this as well. And I remember staring, and I'm thinking, there must be a little wave out there, which is going to become a tsunami.
Fucking tsunami.
Because every tsunami starts with a little ripple, And I remember thinking this loud and clear. This was December 2019. January 2020, COVID is brewing in Asia. And I was living in the Philippines back at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Europe is still oblivious to it. It's in Asia. You remember? Like, it's in Asia. It's going to calm down. That's it.
Yeah, because they had this HRN1 whatever thing like 10 years before. And we were all making fun of Asian people wearing masks. You remember? I mean, I was laughing my ass when I was seeing Asian people with masks.
Exactly.
I don't remember the name of the virus, and it hit us.
Oh my God. And then, so the exit went down the drain, as if I'm gonna sell and go through an earnout in a COVID situation. So
You were in discussion, right? So at that
yeah,
time,
I was entertaining. We were even doing some due diligence, so it was advanced, you know.
you can talk about it, or
Well, I think I said enough. Yeah, yeah. I think I said enough. But that in itself was the greatest blessing, because from this peaceful moment of I just got married, we're looking at an exit, everyone's happy around me, I'm providing for my loved ones, to becoming redundant, literally. Like COVID made us redundant. But I remember not only did we close ourselves in, that was the time we launched the VC fund. It was a time where we hardly fired anyone. We wanted to retain everyone because we knew there was light at the end of the tunnel. We also launched the SiGMA Foundation during the time of COVID. So on one hand, I'm trying to keep this sinking ship from sinking, you know, by staying afloat. And on the other hand, this crisis led us to get out of our comfort zone. You know, so from one show in Malta, we launched a show in Dubai in the midst of COVID. Why? The only country that was vociferously vaccinating people were Israel and the Emirates.
Yeah.
Those were at the forefront in vaccination. So I remember thinking, unless we do a show where it's likely to open up first, I'm going to close shop. Yeah, because I cannot sustain the business for much longer. And in May 2021, we did the first show in Dubai, which gave us a boost in confidence. Hey, we can do everything, not just in Malta, we can do it outside of Malta. But before you know it, we have 7 shows worldwide now.
And then you did the first post-COVID show that I've attended, at least in Malta.
Yeah. Yeah. And Malta was.
It was complicated because I mean most of the people, a lot of people of our industry are coming from Ukraine and Russia, and they were in the
red zone.
they were in the red zone. You remember? So we couldn't get the Ukrainian and we couldn't get the Russians in on the island, and we couldn't get.
We'll talk about.
I don't know. It's your call, and we couldn't get the unvaccinated people. I personally wasn't vaccinated, and I was with. I'll let you know.
Yeah. I'll talk about it. Fuck it.
And do it. I'll tell you my perspective after.
I remember, madness, right? I remember Malta was extremely strict in vaccinating. But there was this frustration in me because you go down the road in Pacheville, there's like 40,000 youngsters snogging each other, you know, in the midst of COVID, and no one gave a shit, you know, the authorities didn't even lift a finger. So I'm like, why the fuck do I have to suffer and close shop when there's this rampant shit going on, you know? So we're speaking to the authorities, and they said, no, Eman, the maximum amount of people we can let in is 100 people. And I'm like, this is SiGMA, you know, we have more. So we come up with this idea. We grab the MFCC, the plan, we dissect it into as many pouches as possible, because the MFCC has multiple entrances. So every entrance has 100 people. And we go with this plan to the health authorities, and we said, listen, guys, it's black on white now. You have a way out. This is it. We're going to let 100 people in, and we're going to organize 15 different events.
I didn't know about that one.
Yes. Otherwise, there was no way that event was going to happen.
Okay.
So they said, listen, we'll do it, but only those who can come from the whitelisted countries, no one from the red zone, only vaccinated people, and you can have only 100 people per event. And they said and signed it off. And I remember going back to the office, I'm like, guys, we have a chance. You know, I have a chance.
We have a foot in the door.
I have a chance. So imagine my frustration. Clarion had a really good show in Amsterdam. SPC had a really good show in Barcelona. And I cannot have a fucking show in Malta. You know, this was how frustrating and unfair it was. But we finally found a way out. And we did the show. everyone was wondering how the hell did they manage to get the permits to organize SiGMA, you know? So everyone was baffled.
Right.
So we did it, and we had a significant amount of people at the conference, and the authorities started getting a bit concerned, you know, because the media started wondering as well how.
Yeah.
How? So I remember then we had a party as well, and the authorities, I think, because of what was going on, they shut down our party. Yeah. We had Akon coming. I think it was a mistake in hindsight. We shouldn't have.
Yeah. You pushed it a little bit too much.
Yeah, too much.
And you want to talk about the other parts?
Too much. Well, look.
If you want to talk about it.
Yeah. I say allegedly. Yeah. Allegedly, a number of delegates were even coming to Malta because they didn't want to get the vaccination, or they're Ukraine or from Russia or from, and allegedly some of these delegates were finding their way in through boats, shuttles coming from Sicily. I could fly to Sicily.
Yeah.
And then there was this ferry allegedly bringing those delegates.
So I have a friend that knows a friend that was on one of these boats. with a lot of Ukrainian girls. Actually, it was a very interesting.
What an experience, no?
What an experience. What an experience.
The commitment to attend the show, that you're willing to put, you know, to risk it all. And the journey was excruciating.
Yeah.
Because I heard it was sailing boats, not even motorboats. You know?
No, it was okay. I only had good reports about it.
Yeah.
I even have a story. The skipper at some point did something amazing.
Yeah.
He gave the direction of the boat to someone.
So you heard.
And he fished.
Oh, he read it. Yeah.
He took this fish,
The freshest tuna.
he cooked it. He made some kind of Chinese thing with the rice and whatever, and served that to all the people that were on that boat. And apparently, it was amazing. I mean, I wouldn't know it because first of all, I wasn't there. I'm vegetarian. I wouldn't have tried it. But it was not excruciating. Some people were having they came in 2 hours, and some people had 6-7 hours.
Yeah.
But
there's
what a journey, what a story.
But there's a lesson to be learned there, huh?
Tell us.
You never take no as an answer, you know?
That's a good one.
If these guys went to another event organizer, during COVID, they would have said, sorry guys, we cannot do anything to help you.
Yeah.
But to be able to take those calculated risks,
Yeah.
hypothetically speaking, you know, to be able to take those calculated risks and find a solution to anything that comes your way, I think that's also what makes certain founders, do what they do. You know, they need to be taking incredible amounts of pressure.
Yeah.
And incredible amount of calculated risk.
Yeah.
But that's life of shrewd business, you know. And you need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to constantly stay out of your comfort zone.
Who running the game?